All right, what we have to hear today is an improper 15 to 16 bed full of cold crops and late crops that will possibly make it to your table before the frost of the year hits. And basically it is a model of what could happen if the proper channels and the proper production styles are utilized in making locally sourced foods available to locally sourced clientele. As you can see, we have a mixture of lettuces and greens and brassicas that might beat the October the 20th and 22nd dates of frost. Of course, lettuces are more hardy than other crops that might make it to your table past the frost date. Other things are, everything is cold tolerant, but the question is whether it can beat the actual sustained cold that we will have in the month of November, December, and if they can make it that far, it would be awesome. This actual plot size is about a 1/4 acre. So basically you have 12 rows, 150 feet long. Planted double row and sometimes triple row. We have a double row of cabbage there, as you can see. And then we have a triple row of lettuces. What's so unique about this plot and the way it was established is that we use ground cover and black plastic mulching to try to ensure the ease of growing and also harvesting and the in-between labor between those 2 points. Here you see ground cover, which is woven ground cover that smothers weeds out and keeps sunlight from hitting the soil where weeds seed can grow and produce problems. Of course, you got your growing beds, which is the black plastic mulching with a drip tape underneath, which is where all the water and nutrients come from. Therefore, we have a controlled environment. When utilized correctly, the actual small farmer can grow up to 8 to 10 months out of the year. It is quite possible that they can keep a crop from cropping over if they utilize a fertilization plan that is paramount to sustainability of the crop. So what we're saying there is that there should never be any downtime, within a CSA system where there's a multi-farm aspect and help of getting produce to the end user, which is you, the consumer, in order to make money for themselves and make the farm sustainable, and also to produce high-end, top-quality food at the cheapest cost possible. There's a main line that goes into, this is the main line that goes into the drip tape, which goes down the row middle, which supplies water, nutrient, and anything the plant needs. By reducing the amount of water above head on top of these plants, i.e. the okra here, we can make sure that we decrease the amount of fungicidal and bactericidal chemicals that are needed in order to make sure this crop goes to maturity. It is a science how to figure this out. On the size of a plot this size, if it was an actual acre, which is an acre divided by 4, 1/4 of the acre, it is needed 26,000 gallons of water per week. That's a lot of water, y'all. Now the next question is, how you gonna pay that bill? A question immediately after that is, how you gonna lay this plot? We have more than, in this small plot, which is 1/4 of an acre, we have more than 30,000 plants in this plot. Who's gonna plant these? Who helped plant these plants? The next question is, how are we gonna get these plants harvested? Of course, the big question in between all that is, who's going to take care of it? Who's going to be the husband of this plot? Who's going to make sure they come out here and make sure things happen and make things happen? But after that, who's going to harvest this? So there's a lot of money that's going to be spent from the time of putting on 26,000 gallons of water per acre to harvesting more than, let's say, more than 90,000 plants per acre. At 90,000 plants per acre, that means there's 90,000 pieces of crop that can go to a farm fresh family. People that are dedicated of knowing how the crops, how the food is grown, how the food is cultivated, and how the food is harvested and traveled to their homes. So these are the biggest questions in small commercial vegetable farming, in small commercial vegetable industry, in the small farming industry, and also for anyone that wants to make sure they have the best quality, better edible, sustainable, and tasty products to the doorstep weekly.